Maverick News presents The Rick Walker Show. Defrag your mind.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Rick Walker. Welcome back to the Maverick News Channel special broadcast this morning. I know I said I wouldn't be back until Monday, but here I am this morning because yesterday we were talking about a story that has gone viral, a story about this product, WD40. And the reports are that WD40 will be banned as of January 2024, I believe it was. In any event, it has set off quite a chain reaction online with a lot of people talking about it. And while it might not seem like a big deal to some, it is a big deal. It's a very big deal because it's a product that everybody uses. It is a story that affects everyone in Canada, and by extension, ultimately affects the entire world, because this is supposed to be an effort to save the planet. And what Canada does on the environmental front with an issue like this affects what other governments around the world will do as well. Why are they doing this? Well, it's because of VOCs, volatile organic compounds, in aerosol cans. It isn't so much about WD-40, it's about aerosol cans, the propellants that they use. They used to use chlorofluorocarbons. They used to use hydrochlorofluorocarbons. You may recall that they put heavier regulations on those chemicals because they are said to deplete the ozone layer, and that's been the case for a long time. And I know that in Canada, there have been fines levied against companies who have violated those regulations over the years. A substantial fine, I know, against one company back in 2017, a fine of about $256,000. But that's sort of a sidebar. The larger issue here this morning is that the story about this, which apparently these new regulations affect something like, well, over 30,000 different aerosol products. It's having a negative impact on some of these companies affected, the stories that are being circulated. And now WD-40, the company that owns WD-40, has issued a statement in Canada saying that it isn't true, that WD-40 will not be banned. I will show you what they are saying this morning. In fact, I did try to get this information yesterday, and really wasn't able to get this information until after we were off the air last night. But because it came to my attention, I always want to be accurate. I've pledged to you repeatedly that I will always be truthful with you, and I don't want to engage in any kind of activity that further distributes information that isn't not just truthful, but it has to be accurate. It has to have proper context, because without that, that's not really truthful. It needs to be full of the truth. We need to get you as close to the truth as we possibly can. So here's the company statement that has been issued. It says right here, statement from WD-40 Company in response to WD-40 multi-use product ban. The following statement may be attributed to a spokesperson for WD-40 Company. It has recently come to our attention that false information is circulating online that WD-40 brand products are being banned in Canada. This is not a true statement. Although there are currently regulatory changes taking place in Canada, we have been aware of these regulatory changes and have been preparing for them for some time. All WD-40 Company products, including WD-40 multi-use product, WD-40 specialist, and 3-in-1 brands, 3-in-1 oils, will be compliant with the new regulations as of January 1st, 2024. Our products will remain on Canadian store shelves and continue to solve problems in workshops, factories, and homes. So, what isn't clear here to me, there's still a question. Is WD 40 going to remain on shelves in the form of an aerosol can? Or, and if so, are any changes being made to the way the aerosol cans will be manufactured, what's inside, to reduce the levels of VOCs or volatile organic compounds, which are basically substances that are toxic, harmful to you, and polluting? Or will it only be available on shelves in non aerosol form? That's being said, you can buy WD 40 in containers just as a liquid and then get a squirt bottle. You can even buy the squirt bottles that say WD 40 on them, or you could go to the dollar store or a hardware store and buy one of those, s- pump bottles with the squeeze trigger thing on the top. A lot of people do that. And a lot of mechanics garages buy the larger. I've bought the larger containers of WD-40 just in liquid form myself, and I have some in my garage that's not in an aerosol can. It's actually more economical to buy it that way, but you have to buy a big container of it. So I don't know. Now there's a phone number here, and I thought, well, heck, we're on the air this morning. It's now late enough in the morning that everybody should be up and at 'em. So let's call the WD 40 company spokesperson and see if we can get some clarification on this story for you this morning. Why is this important? Because jobs are on the line. That's one of the main reasons. It's not, yeah, people make their living selling WD 40. It's actually calling San Diego. Okay.
Please hold while we transfer your call.
Oh, we get to listen to some soothing music while we wait for the WD 40 spokesperson this morning. Of course, this affects a lot of different products, and I think the information we need to take from this morning is that it's going to take some time for this to all shake down. We'll have to see which companies are able to come into line with compliance with the federal government in Canada and keep their products on shelves. Here we go.
Hello. You've reached the Stakeholder and Investor Engagement Department of WD-40 Company. If you have an investment-related question or are a member of the media who requires assistance, please leave us a message and someone will return your call promptly. If you are a consumer and have a question or are experiencing a problem with a WD-40 Company product, please call WD-40 Consumer Relations at 1-888-324-7596. That number again is 1-888-324-7596. Thank you. Please leave a message after the tone. When you have finished, please hang up.
Hello, it's Rick Walker calling from Maverick News. I'm looking for Wendy Kelly. We just have a couple of quick questions about your statement regarding the false information that is circulating online about WD 40 being banned. Specifically, we're looking for information on whether WD 40 will still be available in aerosol can form or only in liquid form, which would be poured then into pump bottles, manual pump bottles, or if there's any other information that you feel is important to share with the public. We'd sure like to get the most accurate and thorough information out there for our viewers and listeners as possible. You can reach me at and I will do my best to pick up if you call back sometime through the day today, and we'll get that information out to our viewers and listeners as quickly as we can. Thank you so much. Appreciate your time. Looking forward to speaking with you. Take care. So again, the information that I think we need to really take away from this morning is that the company obviously is concerned because this story has gone viral. I'm seeing it reported all over the place. And there certainly are new regulations coming into effect in Canada. I expect you'll see similar regulations begin to take effect in other countries as well. This will be a trend moving forward, given that all of these governments seem to move in lockstep with one another. But it's important to be accurate. And it was not accurate to say that WD40 is being banned in Canada. And I think I may have used similar, if not the same language last night when referring to the product. Well, I think I did make it clear, though, that you could still purchase it in liquid form. In fact, I know I did. So I know that I said yesterday, to be very fair to everybody involved, including us, that I said WD-40 would still be available in liquid form. But what about the aerosol cans? Are they gonzo? Well, let's find out what the company says later through the day today. Now, I do have to travel today. As you know, I was not really supposed to be working here this morning, but I will try to get the information to you, if in no other way than to post online, maybe through a Facebook post on my personal page, or maybe through our website at mavericknews.ca at some point through the day. But check social media. I'll try to provide you with some sort of an update through the day if the company gets back to me. The important thing here is to know that WD-40 and other related products from that company will continue to be available in Canada after the deadline, but maybe not in aerosol can format. We'll have to find out what they say when they get back to us, and I hope that they do through the day. Wanted to be very clear and bring that information to you because, you know, it isn't just about the aerosol can ban. We are, as you know, in an information war, and there is a war on, a battle for your minds. And I've noticed that even with that story, some people have taken it and they've, I would say, exploited it for some level of clickbait. And they're using it, to generate an emotional response from viewers who love to hate the government, especially Justin Trudeau. And no question in my mind, it's my personal opinion that in this case, the government has gone too far with these new regulations for aerosol cans, especially considering that they're still encouraging and allowing companies to sell these products outside of the country, just not aerosol cans and containing these volatile organic compounds inside Canada. It just doesn't make sense to me if the ultimate goal is to do less harm to the environment and reduce our footprint, whatever that kind of footprint is, whether it's carbon or a VOC footprint. I don't know. In any event, just trying to get you the most accurate information available this morning. And it's important because people's livelihoods hang in the balance. A lot of people work for this company. They have franchises. They work in factories where this stuff is made. It's important. And every mechanic out there uses this stuff. It's used in factories, and I'm sure you probably have it at home as well. And it's not just WD-40. It's all these other products in aerosol cans. So let's see where it all goes. We have some time, and we'll see how these companies adapt, or if the government maybe makes some changes, if there's some sort of pushback from the public and consumers, industry, companies. This was something that was passed by the government, but wasn't really on anybody's radar until, well, just the last 24 hours. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in this morning. That's all I really have to share with you this morning. But I did feel it was important. We do need to be accurate. I will be back with that updated information as available, and I will return as of Monday. Thank you, everyone. Catch you all on the flip side.
This has been a Maverick Multimedia production.